Hi everyone, I've got a mini to show you today. I actually completed this mini early this year and I had taught it as a lesson when I was on a visit to South Africa. The structure of the mini was inspired by a mini that was on UK Scrappers for their 10-year cyber crop, and I used that as a foundation. Before I show you the mini itself, I just want to explain about its structure. You can see it has 3 signatures, 1, 2, 3. So for instance, this first and second page are all one piece, continuous piece of board, chipboard, okay? And then that's the second one and the third one. Okay, so it's 3 long pieces of chipboard that you score twice, and so you have that little spine there. And then you've got lots of space between these 2 pages, but then between the first and second signature, because they're so close together over there, you don't have space for bulky embellishments. So those 2 pages have to be, they need to be flat. I used one of my favorite papers, that's crepe papers. I find they're very user-friendly, and this was the On Trend collection. Because this was a lesson, I had many techniques. For instance, we had 3 different flowers. I taught them to make flowers. I taught them to make their own embellishments. I taught the people how to color their homemade embellishments. This one and this one are embellishments homemade by me. They had stuff in their kits to make a little stick pin and extra as well. My kits are always very, very generous. Everything that you see in the mini was in the kit. So this first page is like the mini on the UK Scrappers. It had this extra bit that gets attached to the inside cover, so you can get 1, 2, 3 nice 10 by 15 photos, and maybe even half of a 10 by 15 over there. That's like embossed with Lindy's Stamp Gang embossing powders and mists. This is a little Sizzix die. This paper isn't from the paper range of On Trend. It's just the paper that I added, extra paper. Then I showed the girls how to make pockets. So we get this corner pocket. We have this pocket. There was some embossed paper in there. They got shown how to make little spiral flowers out of newsprint. Another little flower, a pocket. I won't pull out the tags. That's the 2 pages that needed to have flat embellishments, because it's where the first and second signature meet. So that was some fussy cutting. And then on this page I showed them how to stick a lace onto paper, and how to make a concertina pocket. It opens like this on the side too. The little crocheted flower that you can see, as soon as I take my hands out the way, is handmade by my friend Irene from Get Creative. She sells them. She has an Etsy store. Okay, this paper isn't on trend. This is just an extra piece of paper. You can see how the signatures are actually embroidered onto the spine. This little booklet is quite simple. It's one of my handmade embellishments again. That was a button, and I've made it into a cabochon kind of thing. What's very interesting, that this little tie is just 2 pattern papers glued back to back, and it really makes for quite a strong fastening. And this little mini is also sewn down the center, and then you stick it on like this. really nice to add extra retail space in your books. And then the last page also has another pocket made from envelopes. That bottom section is glued down, so you get tags in there, tags here, and that's a little bit that I had cut off from that, so I used it. I like using my bits and pieces. And what's actually very funny was when I first started scrapbooking, I hated buttons, and now I use them quite often. It's actually quite ironical. Oops. I'll tie that now, and then another flower from Irene. Okay, girls, keep well. Bye.